What's up, Pathfinder players? Welcome back to another team player gaming video. So some of you guys have probably been waiting for this for a while, so here it is. The Teamwork Summoner build video. Let's just dive right into it. So for our ancestry, we're going to go with the Elf ancestry. More specifically, we're going with the Seer Elf. Seer Elf is going to help us find magic items, which are very important for this build. Elf in general is going to help us with our skills and our speed. For our first ancestry feat, we will be taking Ancestral Longevity. We have to share our skills with our Eidolon. That means the more skills we have, the better. This feat will give us an extra skill that we can change every day. This in turn will give our Eidolon another skill to work with as well. For our 5th level ancestry feat, we want to take Nimble Elf. This is just going to increase our speed. We don't want to be anywhere near melee combatants, so this will help us avoid them. For our 9th level ancestry feat, we will be taking Elf Step. This is just so we can avoid reactions that are based on movement, so that if a melee combatant does get close to us, we can avoid that dreaded attack of opportunity. For our 13th level feat, we want to take Expert Longevity. This will make us even better at skills, because again, we have to share our skills with our Eidolon. And again, the more skills we have, the better. And our last ancestry feat at 17th level is Universal Longevity. This will give us more versatility with our skills. Now we can change the skills we picked for the other 2 feats in this line once per day. For this build's Eidolon, you can pick just about any kind of Eidolon you want. However, for this video, we're going to go with the Anger Phantom Eidolon. I chose that Eidolon for 2 reasons. Number 1, it gives the best teamwork spell list in the game, the Occult list. Number 2, it gives this build some much needed damage even when we don't have another summon up. I went with the Wrathful Berserker array because that seemed like the best one for this build. For our main attack, we want to pick one that deals 1d8 damage and has the Trip trait. That's very important because of the feat we're going to take later on. For the 1st level evolution feat we get, we're going to pick Advanced Weaponry. And we're going to choose to give our secondary attack the Grapple trait. This is important for another feat we're going to take later on. For our 2nd level feat, we're going to be taking Magical Understudy. As a summoner, we're not going to have too many spell slots, and we're going to lose spells as we level up. And we want to take advantage of all the sweet teamwork options on the Occult list. This feat, and other feats in this line, are one way we can do that. The other way is the reason that we're a Seer Elf. We want to find, or make, a bunch of scrolls, staves, and wands. The more of those we have, the better as well. This feat is going to give our Eidolon 2 occult cantrips. We want to pick cantrips that we don't already have for this feat. For our 4th level class feat, we want to take Skilled Partner. This is just going to give our Eidolon a few skill feats that'll make it better at what we want it to be good at, which for this video is Athletics and Intimidation. Master Summoner is the feat we want to take at 6th level. This will essentially give us an extra summoning spell. This means we can replace one of our summoning spells with a different spell that's good for teamwork, like the Fear spell. Magical Adept will let our Eidolon cast even more spells. When we take this feat, we get a 2nd and 1st level spell of the Eidolon's tradition as once per day innate spells. We can also swap out these spells as we level up. This is just another way we can gain access to spells we normally wouldn't. Weighty Impact is the reason why we need our Eidolon to have an attack with the Trip trait. This feat gives that attack the knockdown action from the bestiary, which essentially means we get to spend an action to auto-trip an opponent. Simple but very effective. Tripping can help so much in certain situations that it's almost pointless not to take this. Grasping Limbs is the reason why we need our Eidolon to have an attack with the Grapple trait. This will give our secondary attack the Grab action. So spend an additional action and auto-grab the opponent. Now you may be thinking, why do we need both of these? for different situations, obviously. If you're going up against a spellcaster that has low physical stats, you're going to want to grab them. But if you're going up against anything else, you probably want to trip them, especially if you've got a fighter or someone else with attack of opportunity in the party. With Share Eidolon magic, we can now cast the same spells that we've been giving our Eidolon this whole time. This will be good for spells that have areas. This also means that if the Eidolon can't hit a creature with a certain spell, the summoner may be able to, and vice versa. For our 16th level feat, of course we're going to take Effortless Concentration. Some of you probably know exactly why. For those that don't, Effortless Concentration allows you to sustain a spell as a free action once per round. This is simply going to give us more actions to do other things. Every summoner should take this at 16th level, it's just a given. Magical Master is a good feat as well. With this feat, we now have an innate spell for our Eidolon from levels 1 through 7. And thanks to Share Eidolon magic, we can cast these spells as well. With this feat, it's almost like we have one spell slot per level from levels 1 through 7. And we have more for 8th and 9th level spells. This almost makes the summoner feel like a full caster, even though it's not. Just be very careful about what spells you pick, because you can only change them once. And that's not until 20th level. Alright, for our last feat at 20th level, we will be taking Legendary Summoner. There isn't really a 20th level feat that helps with teamwork, but Legendary Summoner will let us cast 10th level summon spells, which is kind of our thing as a summoner. And summoning something big might make the enemy go after that enemy instead of the party, which is always good. And that's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Pathfinder 2nd Edition teamwork content. You can also check me out on Facebook and on Twitter. But if you really want to support me and get a cool character sheet for this build at the same time, you can pledge to me on Patreon at Team Leader or higher. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, teamwork is vital.